Welcome to Lions Live 365. I'm your host, Michael Ayers, and today we're talking about Brad Holmes. And Brad Holmes is in the news again because now the agents are telling on him. Let's look at the article. The agents out here snitching. He's like, look, he not trying. According to the Detroit Free Press, multiple agents who met with the Lions at the NFL Combine do not expect the team to be major players in free agency, and one who spoke with the team believes they will move Tate Ratledge to center and open the competition at guard spots. In all four of his spring trades, Holmes has acquired a player to fill a position of need. That's all that matters to me. That's the part that is just, it grinds my gears, right? The end of the day, what does major players mean? They're not going to get any free agents. They're not going to get star free agents. They're not going to get the free agents that those particular agents represent. Like, we don't know enough for this to be fire Brad Holmes Day. That's the thing that's like, wow. You're not even gonna let him get to day one of free agency. We're not even gonna get to the tampering period. Y'all firing Brad Holmes because some agents that you don't even know who they, you don't even know you don't even know who they you don't even know who they represent. But a couple agents say, "Oh no, he not serious. Y'all really y'all gonna get rid of him for that? You gonna fire him? We got -$3 million right now. We just traded a running back for a fourth, a seventh, and a backup interior player. We need to still do restructures. We may have a trade in the works." They may not like anybody in free agency, or they may be working this trade, and then after that trade, they'll decide what they're going to do in free agency. We don't know, right? What does major players mean? Are we talking about star players? Are they not going to get anyone? These are the type of things I like. Details. I don't like half news. Don't give me quarter news. Tell me that they're out on Max Crosby. Tell me that they're out on Trey Henderson. Tell me something like that, not major players. If we went out here and got NFL starting level players, I'm not talking. See, a lot of NFL people, a lot of people who watch NFL content don't understand that the Lions have been out here week after week after week after week, week after week after week after week, with practice squad players and people that have no business on the NFL field playing in games. Kingsley, I'm so glad he's a Brown. I'll never want to see him again. Never want to see him again. He's hiking football sideways to the quarterback. He's causing little fumbles and things of that nature. These are the things I don't want on my field, right? There's a reason why he was the fourth center coming into the season before Frank Ragnow retired. There's a reason why these guys are on the practice squad. They are supposed to be paid to practice. They are not supposed to play in games. We need NFL starters. We need to raise to that level in several positions. All right. So if that's what we're saying, then I don't need superstars. I need role players. If this is basketball, I'm not looking for LeBron. I need a 3-and-D guy. I don't need Kay Cunningham. I need somebody that can play defense and shoot threes in the corner. That's what we're missing. We got the receivers. We got a good quarterback. We got defensive pieces, but we don't have the role players. The slot corner is getting killed every time we go out there. Do we have one? No. Amik Robertson had one of the worst last 2 months of the season I've ever seen played in football. Period. I love the guy, but he lost himself so much money this year. I cannot imagine teams really going out of their way to get the 5'9" guy that's not good in the slot, that's going to get fried in every single situation. I can't do that. So what I'm saying is, all we need is real starters. If we got some sneaky good moves, we need some sneaky good moves. That's what we need. We don't need stars. We need the sneakies, the sneaky good moves. Yeah, that's what we need. We need the James Pierres. We need the Roger McCreary's. That's what we need. We need to get Bradley Chubb off 500 injuries. Get some help. Get a healthy year out of him. We need a DeMarcus Lawrence. DeMarcus Lawrence was out there for 3 out of the last 4 years. He's been hurt. He found one healthy year, and the Seahawks won a championship. That's what I'm saying. Cooper Kupp's been hurt year after year after year after year. he comes over here to the Seahawks, he gets a championship. We need to take some chances on some vets that maybe need a little love. We need to get some young guys that were out of position, kind of like Juice. And, if we can, like, hey, they had you at guard, but you're natural center. Let's play you at center. You're gonna be better. We need a Mekhi Becton season, not Chargers. I'm talking about Eagles Mekhi. Like, we got, give him a little love, and then all of a sudden you see he's playing his best level. That's what we need. We don't need no superstars. We need above average players. I'll settle for average, cause we got abysmal last year. It was abysmal guys getting minutes. 5'10" safeties getting dunked on, and we acting surprised. We playing the Rams with guys that have no business being in the NFL. That's what I'm saying. And at the end of the day, if you want to say, hey, we want to keep some guys, we probably need to keep some of our own, some Roy Lopez's, some guys like that. I would love Avonte Maddox back. I think he can do well in safety or slot in slot situations. I'm a fan of him. But at the end of the day, the superstar isn't needed. We got to fill 8 or 9 spots. We need to spread that around. And with our injury luck, I need multiple people. So that if one guy gets injured, I got another guy. I don't want Max Crosby. I want 4 or 5 players that can come in. I am legion. Just come in. Injured. I need the next. If you want to say next man up, make sure that the guy behind the next man is good too. All right, that's what I want. We just watched some teams. I watched the Seahawks go out there with Derek Hall and Boye Mafe, and I want all of those dudes. Keep everybody fresh. I want a bunch of dudes. If I can get 3 AQM clones, I'd do that. But that's what we need. We don't need superstars. Now, of course, we need the AQM clones to be like 10, 15, 20 pounds like heavier, so that they can actually play on first and second down. But y'all get my drift, though. It has to happen. I can't do one guy. Like, just imagine. I want y'all to think. We go out and get Max Crosby. He gets hurt week 3. Out for the season. It's like the whole free agency was a waste of time. We get Tyler Linderbaum. He gets hurt week 2. Nah, man. Nah, bruh. I want to get, but my thing is major players doesn't matter, man. If we got Isaac Seumalo, it would make 0 headlines. 0. But at the end of the day, it's a guy that would do so much for the Detroit Lions, and it wouldn't make headlines. If we got James Pierre, guy from Steelers, would make no headlines. Jabril Peppers, def piece, safety, could play slot, could play in, play back, had an average season with the Steelers in a def role that we can make work. That's the type of players we need. We don't need superstars. We don't. We got stars. We get some development, a good draft. That's it. And if we're gonna go for superstars, man, I'd rather us trade for them. Trade some picks, get you a superstar. We got 9 picks. We got picks to burn. Trade them. Double fourth. Give me a ride. Give me a Carlton Davis clone. Give me somebody like that. 1 year left on this deal, can play at a semi-elite level, and we can live with that. But I do not want to spend a bunch of money on average players. We see it every year. People pay tons of money for average players. The Javon Hargraves got a bunch of money. Ever since he got his money in free agency, he hasn't been good. He wasn't good with San Francisco, wasn't good with the Vikings, wasn't good. Waste of money. And what happens? Every time they sign him, they end up cutting him or trading him. Same thing with Jonathan Grenard. The Vikings went out and got him. They want him gone. Right? Every day, every time I turn on Twitter, Bears fans is complaining about how Montez Sweat ain't really doing it for him. I'm just saying, I don't want to pay average players big money. I'm sorry, I just don't. We don't. We're not on the beach, brother. They don't come to us. There's a reason why Miami can always get players, even when they suck. Las Vegas can always get players, even when they suck. It's not just the money, it's the location, brother. The LA Rams, yeah, they can throw them picks around because they know all they got to do is, hey, we got beaches. You already got a vacation home in Cali. You can just come over here, less, baby. The the history of winning that a lot of these teams have. We don't have that. We need to find a guy that is looking for an opportunity. We need our NFL scouting to be on some high level type time, and we go get that guy. But I don't want any stars. You can keep the stars. I'm cool on stars. Only stars I need is on my TV. I want to watch Power or something. I'm gonna keep the stars. I'm cool. Whether it is game day, draft day, any day in between, is Lions Live 365. Please like and subscribe. Peace out.